What's that? Uh-huh. Right. Dang it. You see, even the future pilot wants to abstain himself out of the cockpit. All because of this steak. Let's get into this. Well, yeah, I feel your frustrations. Ayogata. I get it. Yeah, so, yeah, don't worry, I did see you come in there, but the pilot had his parachute wasn't working, unfortunately. And I guess I have to find a new one to pilot my my Ryogata from Sword Fusort. Ryogata. So, from Sword Fusors. But yeah, I was about to go on and yeah, little hiatus to yeah, relax a bit and I mean, I had 2 streams last week. One where I streamed Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, and the other one yeah, showing off my writing skills. But yeah, like I said before, I have a love-hate relationship with this yeah, this bird app, and sometimes you can come across something that's incredibly stupid from either the left or the right. And especially in the indie comics fair, you might have found the dumbest thing I've read all day. But that being said, I'm trying to be as nice as possible here. I mean, I want to open a glass of. I want to open my bottle of whiskey again and pour myself a glass, but I have to work tomorrow, so I have to go with alcohol-free again. It's moments like this I regret I can't get drunk, because yeah, I probably won't be able to raise this out of my system, like at all. But today we're looking at the take of yeah, no other than Caesar himself, the self-proclaimed Caesar of yeah, the same movement that I have my own opinion about. And yeah, it starts with this, and yeah, and we're going all the way to this. Some people are blocked, some don't, or not. And yeah, the other 6 commissions for Kamen America, and he responds with how many out of 6 commissions have been for Daredevil, X-Men, Superman. And he tells him that he's provocative for no good reason. He's so jealous, and you pretend you're just an ordinary fan shop by my behavior. Instead of someone who has done work for me in the past. Stopping real girls. Oh wait, you read Kamen America. Okay, last time I checked. And this is me being nice at the moment. For those of you who don't know, Ethan Skyver was an ex-artist at DC Comics who did things for Green Lantern, The Flash, whatever. And also had his own yeah, crowdfunded comic called Cyberfrog after he left, due to either him being blacklisted from the industry or because yeah, I'm starting to think that it's behavior like this, but I'm not an expert. Nor am I going to speculate on it because I don't know what happened behind the scene. But yeah, you can't help but feel pity for the guy, because yeah, so yeah, at first he's going to be like, yeah, used to already decide for correct plan, even begs people to do it, and then yeah, calls yeah, for someone who has been working in the industry in the past, and yeah, should know better, yes. Makes a comment about stopping girls. Oh wait, you read Kamen America. Well, last time I checked, Mr. Van Skyver, Kamen America, for those of you who don't know, is a title by Iconic Comics, featuring Adventures of Cardi, who started out as a Captain Marvel parody and eventually progressed into her own thing. And yeah, it's an American comic inspired by manga. So yeah, with Timothy Lim and yeah, some other guys behind it. And yeah, Eating the Skyver, and they already have 7 volumes out there. Some through crowdfunding and through their own site. And I wait a little bit till I get the second one, because I want to have the second omnibus. But that being said, I'm trying to be as fair as possible here. But yeah, this he tells people that yeah, stop being girls. Oh wait, you read Kamen America. Well, first, Kamen America is not even targeted mainly towards girls. If I had to put it in, yeah, someone else commented it on Twat perfectly. If it was a manga, supposed to be a manga, it would be more a shonen, more than anything else. And yeah, it's not only the girls that read Kamen America. In fact, it has readers from all over the globe, and even people in Japan are starting to warming up to it for quite a while. And yeah, I'm starting to wonder, yeah, is this, you people, is this even worth it to waste time on this? As a beginner, I'm watching from the sidelines. I have no fun. I have no clue. Is this really worth it going on like this? Because I haven't. Because holy smoke, dude. And he giggles like a little girl, or at least he pretends to be. If you're doing this as a joke, bravo. But yeah, it's not the best one. It's not really the best take because yeah. First of all, I read, before anybody's going to ask, comment, etc. Yes, I read Cyberfrog issue 1. I have it over there on my bookshelf. And let's just say the art was good to decent. But yeah, the writing was yeah. I wish there was an editor involved and it was delivered in a slightly more timely manner. But yeah, I can't remember when I backed it. But yeah. I'm kind of speechless because and we're going back. Sorry for boring your tweet, Richard Fox. And yeah, I have to feature this in this video, but he's right. Just because a book that's targeted towards a more adult audience, shonen or like teenage/adult audience, more like a show. If anything, it's kind of a shonen title. If shonen, if it was classified by the Japanese, and he tells that the man who is reading this material is effed up in the head. Well, I don't know what planet you're from, Mr. McSkyver, but you were supposed to be in your 50s. You're probably about 20 years older than I am, and you're behaving like this. I mean, if you truly were confident about your writing and art and artistic abilities, and truly confident in your masculine energy, or as far as it goes, you wouldn't be making comments like this. And you wouldn't be attacking other people who are trying to doing their own thing. Because if all this shows to me is that you're either incredibly trolling incredibly well, or trolling incredibly well, in that case bravo, but I have seen this behavior almost on a monthly basis. This is a fact, by the way. And yeah, I mean, all this negative energy that you're spending right now on posting these tweets online, It's kind of hypocritical because I'm also watching from the sidelines and on Twat. I'd hardly pay attention to it until now. Hard to pay attention to it. I'm just doing my own thing. I have bigger fish to fry. I don't know what to say. You could use this time to fulfill your campaigns in a more or less timely manner. This is a fact, by the way. But yeah, you're wasting your time on this. Being and yeah, I have never seen so much envy coming out of a guy in his 50s who's supposed to be 20 years older than supposed to be more or less 20 years older than I am. Who's living on the other side of, we maybe live in the same world, but we live in different ones. I get it, but holy smoke, dude. This is not the smartest take. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, here we go. This is not your smartest take. Gonna wheel it back. And yeah. Yeah, we can go up there as well. Same thing either way. This is another one. First of all, if you're too confident in your abilities and in your masculine energy, you wouldn't be posting these kind of things online or being obsessed over things, because yeah, I've never seen such a level of envy in my entire life. At all. The thing with indie comics is what I hoped to achieve, and what I'm still hoping to achieve, is that, yeah, or at least what I'm experiencing in my country, is it's more of a friendly rivalry. Yes, we create our own thing, but at the end of the day, we go off on the right foot. I'm looking at the American comic book industry right here, or at least a fraction of it in this sphere here, in the States. And yeah, you can speak all kind of things about the mainstream at all, which are like professionalism is kind of obvious. But you're right now, instead of fulfilling your campaigns, etc., focusing on your craft and yeah, creating an environment where you have like a friendly rivalry. You're only obsessing about a publisher who already has 7 volumes out there, who's already working on the 8th one. And yeah, call people who read it girls. But there are also men reading the material because it appeals to a certain niche. And yeah, just because there's female leads, I'm going to be blunt with you, doesn't mean that they are for little girls to read. I mean, Lady Death, she's targeted towards a more adult audience. La Muerta, by Kamen Comics, by Kamen Comics, adult audience. Witchblade, more or less adult mature audience. And yeah, you have worked at a company that used to publish stories about Wonder Woman. Used to be one of my favorite heroines from DC. That's not always for little girls either. She has killed before, when she had no other choice. A guy like you, who has been in the industry for quite some time, should know better than this. But yeah, you can talk shit about your former employees all you want, or employers, my bad, all you want. But at the end of the day, behavior like this, you're copying the exact same behavior. You're acting like a closet level activist. I've been watching from the side. Like I said, I'm not part of the CG circles, but I'm watching from the sidelines at what happens here. And at this point, yeah, doesn't matter if you're mainstream, if it's mainstream or indies like CG. But yeah, you wonder the only thing you're doing now, instead of fulfilling your campaigns on time. I mean, Snowman still isn't out there, and Rainbow the Brood either. I think Red Plant was got into the mailbox of some people lately, but instead of getting your act together and get those things do your best to get things out of time. You're only behaving like just like in a similar way like the so-called pros at the big two, etc. Right here, and live stream all day, basically go on live streams all day, begging for super chats, but you're not doing anything. But you're wasting your time on this, being obsessed about a publisher with a title that appeals to a certain niche, and the niche is growing. Even Japan, Germany. I hope they extend the pilot program to the Netherlands, because that's where I live. I don't live in Canada or the USA, so leave that out of the picture. Instead of focusing on your craft and getting your books out on time, you're obsessing about a publisher that's already has 7 volumes out, and already has other titles out, like almost 4 volumes out of the Soulfinder series. Yeah, this video is probably a waste of time as well, I agree. But what I'm seeing here, I said I've never seen so much envy being built up inside a guy was nearing his 50s, or maybe is in his 50s. What I'm seeing right here. And this is not the first time occurrence, it happens every month. This is the exact same behavior that you accuse other people of. It's not the first time. I'm noticing the same pattern over and over again. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, I respect you for the art that you created on Green Lantern, etc. But yeah, I cannot defend the person you have become. I just can't. So this is you should be working on improving your craft, but you obsess over people who already have 7 volumes out and more. This is a waste of time, man. I know it sounds hypocritical because I'm doing this of my own accord, from a laptop. But yeah. You could put this time to good use. Instead you do this. You do the exact same thing that you accuse the other people at DC Marvel of. Which happens over there as well. You're just on the other side of the political spectrum, I get it, but I've never seen so much envy being built up inside a guy who's supposed to be 20 years old, probably 20 years older than I am. Ooh. Something was stuck in my throat. Yeah. What you're only doing with this behavior, Mr. Van Skyver. Yeah, I know I'm getting flack for this. I know that some people will come into my comment sections and tell me that I'm totally wrong about it. But what you're doing right now, by showing this online behavior online against potential customers, SJW, left, right, whatever side. All I see is a guy who is incredibly envious. And yeah, who is obsessed over a publisher like Iconic and other indie creators who are doing their own thing. You're just behaving like a class level activist, like even more than a class level activist than the people you pretend to fight against. And all I feel is, yeah, I can't defend this at all. That's one of the reasons why I haven't joined CG, whatever it might be. Why I'm watching from the sidelines, do my own thing. Because, yeah, this is not the kind of behavior, nor the kind of people I want to be associated with. This kind of behavior, yeah. And also past videos like it's a gift from God, etc. Oh, yeah, right. Either way, fun fact. There are also conservatives that read Kamen America in the USA and abroad, and they're enjoying it. But yeah, what you're only showing with this behavior is you're behaving more like a class level activist. Sorry for my bad English. Than the people you pretend to destroy, and you're basically confirming the fact. I'm being quite blunt about it. That iconic comics are currently doing a better job than you do. And that's about it. Now your best take, mate. Hombre. Fallaste. Fallaste. Fallaste completamente. No puedo decir otra cosa. This is just... yeah. I'm not going to defend this. Hell, I'm out of here. Well, anyways, I have another video coming up later, so talk to you guys later. Peace. This is ridiculous.